So one of the questions I get a lot is, what is the cloud? How does it work? And I know there's kind of a crazy image of a gal in the background, but we're going to go ahead and watch a video of her. And I think this is really important for you to understand, like, what does it actually mean when things are going to the cloud? When you're having things back up to the cloud, when you're putting things onto your Google Drive or onto your OneDrive or your iCloud or whatever, maybe you're uploading photos to Amazon Photos. Whatever it is, where is it actually going and what is it doing? Because you're not just saving it to some magical location that exists up in the airwaves. You're actually saving it somewhere very specific. And what's hard to understand is that a lot of this is happening in the background. It's not you doing it. It's doing it automatically for you through the technology. So it's understanding where that's going and what that actually means is really important, and also the benefits of it for you. So let's go ahead and watch this.
Upload it to the cloud, leave it to the cloud, Dropbox, Drive, iCloud, Adobe Creative Cloud, Evernote, Google Docs. All of these help consumers and businesses by being in the cloud. But forget the fluff, let's condense it to what it really means when we reference cloud. First, let's reframe the image of a cloud in your head right now. Sure, for example, this is an emoji of a heart, but a heart actually looks like this. This is the imagery people use when they refer to the cloud, but a cloud actually looks like this, a huge hunk of metal. This is called a server, which in simple terms is just a giant hard drive. Okay, I'm glad we cleared that up. Now, in short, we all understand what the cloud means for consumers, like you. This is an easy one. Rather than store photos, videos, and other documents on your computer or your phone, you can store them online. This way, they are accessible wherever you are, on any device, so long as you have an internet connection. But we forget, for businesses and startups, the cloud has actually been revolutionary. In the early days of the internet, if you had a website, you would buy a server/supercomputer to put your website on the internet. We'll talk about it in another episode. But if you got more traffic, you would have to go out and buy more servers so it was powerful enough to take all of your new web traffic you were getting. This was called hosting. The problem with this is that not everyone knew how to maintain a whole server. And you also have to know how to fix it when something goes wrong. And if you didn't have backup servers, then you could lose your entire website. As time went on, companies like Google, Amazon began to offer these hosting services for you. This is when the cloud makes a big impact. Rather than needing to buy, maintain, fix, and secure your own server, a big company like Google or Amazon would do it for you. And then they would ensure that your data is stored, that it's secured, that it's maintained, that it's running for you. Rather than buy a whole server from Amazon, eventually you were able to pay as you go. Kind of like electricity in your home. If you get a lot of traffic, you pay for that server usage. If the traffic goes down, then you pay less. This is why the cloud is so important. It's not just so you can store photos on iCloud, it's so that businesses can offer services for you and focus on that instead of focusing on how they're gonna service their servers. Here are 5 things to remember about the cloud. First is that no one is certain where the term cloud came from. The common belief is that the word cloud was used as a metaphor for the internet and a standardized cloud-like shape that was used to depict the internet in a computer network diagram. 2, different clouds do different things. Some run data, some store your data, some run programs. 3, internet companies have to make huge investments in the cloud. Google, Amazon, Facebook. They have to have security backup, cooling system. Server computers have to be on 24/7. They produce a lot of heat. They have to be held in cool environments. 4, people still have a lot of hesitation about putting their stuff on the cloud. Here is pretty understandable. Take, for example, the issue a few years ago with iCloud, when all these celebrities' photos got hacked into through iCloud, and there were a lot of nudes out there all of a sudden. And remember that these clouds actually live on the ground all around the world. Do you have your own website? Do you have a favorite website? Take that website URL and paste it into this link that I provided. I've linked it down below. You're gonna see where that cloud lives. Check out where your favorite site or your website lives. Where does your cloud live? Tell me in the comments down below.
So as you can see from the video, the cloud is actually really important and also super useful because you're saving your files on somebody else's server or somebody else's space, and you're not taking up space on your own device. That's why we see in a lot of computers, laptops, and those kinds of things, the hard drives aren't actually getting any bigger. They're actually getting smaller because now people don't need as big of hard drives anymore because they're storing a lot of their files and music and movies and photos all on some other device in another location through cloud computing. But what's also important to note is that you need internet to get it, and you also are saving it somewhere else. So that means that it's not 100% guaranteed secure. The only way to keep something super secure is for you to have it on a hard drive or flash drive of your own that you keep under lock and key and you know it's there. So it's really important to note that whatever's backing up to the cloud is accessible by something or someone else if they truly wanted to try and get into it. Granted, these companies are huge, like Google, Amazon, Microsoft. These are huge companies and they spend a lot of money on their infrastructure as well as their firewalls and their internet security and all those kinds of things. But like she said in the video, even Apple got hacked and the iCloud of a lot of celebrities got exposed, especially with a lot of their photos because their phones were automatically backing up to their iCloud. So just some things to kind of keep in mind, but the beauty of it is that your OneDrive works exactly like your Google Drive. It's accessible files online, they're in real time, and they're saving. And when you sign into your accounts on Word 2019 or Excel or any version, it doesn't matter what version it is, as long as you can sign in now, you are able to save things to your OneDrive, just like you can save Google files to your Google Drive. And that's what the cloud is.